Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. So I was watching the Ultra Pro Wrestling developer deep dive, and Sam dropped an atomic bomb on us. And let's listen to what he has to say real quick, and then we're going to discuss why this is such a big deal. Alright, let's watch it. And I'm going to mute myself so you can hear.
And so to anyone that does have a problem with all the AKI references and how much we talk about AKI, you have to understand that to us, that's all we care about. I mean, we like wrestling games, but AKI is at the top of the list of the things that we care about. It's reproducing that engine because otherwise it's dead. And the fact is, outside of the modern community, those games for the last 25 years have been dead. AKI was dead.
Yes.
Was
dead.
It was dead. It was dead. And it's not dead anymore. Because Hyperfocus Games now own the trademarks for AKI, AKI USA, and the logo. And of course we got Hal to draw AKI Man as well. So
He looks freaking awesome, AKI Man. And shout outs to Jay Barnacles. He said it's like, is that referencing AJ Styles? And it sounds like it is because of the cool stance and everything. He looks freaking awesome. Hal Haney, shout outs, amazing artist. In fact, I kind of want to make or reach out to him and have him make the art for my channel if I could. That'd be so cool. Oh, this looks awesome. That's so good. The old Aki, everything. All right, let's continue listening.
So what does this mean for Hyperfocus Games? Well, I mean, we're not changing our name or anything like that, but it does mean that we can now promote AKI with this game. We now no longer have to say that we are a spiritual successor. We are now the actual successor to those games.
Holy crap. So securing the Aki trademark is huge. This is brand recognition. Now, companies like AEW, TNA, even though they have a deal with WWE, even WWE might eventually look at Hyperfocus Games and be like, hey, we want you to work on a wrestling project for us using your awesome Hyperfocus Games / Aki engine that you have made. That's huge. WWE could be like waiting to approach him to make a side WWE game like we've been asking for years, like a side alternative to WWE games. Imagine what Sam could do after they get Ultra Pro Wrestling out, it blows up, it takes over the wrestling genre, or takes a big chunk of it anyway, and everybody's like, hey man, we want you to make a game using your engine. If anybody, I would assume that AEW, Fight Forever, or just AEW in general, would want them to make their next game. Maybe AEW is waiting for them to finish up Ultra Pro Wrestling so that they can make the next AEW game. And I doubt they'll use the AEW engine. They'll probably definitely use this awesome Aki engine he's recreating. I mean, just think of the doors this opens up for Hyperfocus Games in the future. That Aki, just a simple trademark, is huge. Even WWE knows what that is. Everybody knows what that is. That's so huge. I can't even think to finish this video because of how big that is. You guys, if you've been around and you've been playing wrestling games for as long as I have, you should be like super happy about this. So once Ultra Pro Wrestling's done, I mean, who knows? We could get WWE wrestlers in Ultra Pro Wrestling, although I don't think they'd ever do that with taking chunks. But it's so different from the 2K franchise, it wouldn't hurt it at all. I guarantee you that we will probably see AEW wrestlers and branding and promotions and titles in Ultra Pro Wrestling. We'll probably see TNA at some point, unless they have some deal with WWE 2K where they can only put wrestlers into 2K games. That remains to be seen. We already got OVW. I mean, we could get WoW. We could get New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's so many promotions that are probably going to reach out to him just because of the Aki thing. I mean, a ton of them have already reached out already, but now you're going to get the big names. I think that this is going to lead. I have no inside information. Nobody talks to me or anything like that. This is just speculation, and I've been right about a lot of my speculations this last year. So I'm probably going to be right about this. I was right about the Netflix version of 2K games. I was right about the island. I was right about a lot of other stuff. I was right about the third-person camera being in all modes. What if this leads, like I said earlier, to Hyperfocus Games being that second company that makes, or heck, what if they take the reins from Visual Concepts and they're the ones making the new WWE wrestling games 10 years from now? That's huge. Everything depends on how this game hits, how well it does, and how we can improve it beyond this game. This is the beginning. Wrestling games are coming back, and it's all going to start with Ultra Pro Wrestling. I am so freaking happy. I don't hate the 2K series, but we need something else. We need options. We need more variety. Because if it's just one thing in one genre, it kind of gets boring. Kind of like Pokemon. Pokemon has been like the main creature collector for years, and every other one that tries to do it either fails or it just doesn't look as good or anything like that. So basically, Pokemon is a monopoly because most other capture games kind of stink until Power World came out. And I said this in my collaboration video with Mr. Dubs. Shoutouts to Mr. Dubs. I think Ultra Pro Wrestling is going to be the Power World of wrestling games, if that makes any sense. So you know how Power World pretty much put a shot in the arm for creature collectors? I think Ultra Pro Wrestling is going to put a shot in the arm for wrestling games. I think once Ultra Pro Wrestling comes out and people see how popular it is and how much it takes over the internet, we're going to... Oh, man. My brain is just going on and on here about... I mean, how cool it would be to get a wrestling game in Evo. I mean, if you've played the Aki engine, I feel like this game could be like a game they put in Evo. Even though it's not a fighting game, it's a wrestling game, but it's unique and deep enough to where I think fans would really resonate with this game. Anyway, I've blabbered on long enough. Shout outs to Ultra Pro Wrestling. I'll leave a link to the whole interview down below. I cannot wait for this to come out. I am beyond hyped. Obviously, as we keep saying, take your time and cook. We can wait. We'll put up with the 2K games. Like I said, I don't hate them. It's just it's the same thing every year. We'll put up with the 2K games until you're ready. And until then, thanks for watching and stay frosty.